Hey guys, Joe of Team Apex here, and today we're going to be doing a deck profile on Blaster Blade Exeed. This is really just an updated version of Blaster's deck with stuff from the new Legend deck, the Blaster Ichusendo. So without any further ado, let's get on with it. First of all, I do only run 4 grade 3s. This is personally choice because there's so much in this deck I can search blasters before you get to your grade 3 turn. I only really need 4. So for that I run 4 Blaster Blade Exeed. First of all, it has a on-play skill, which is Canvas 1. Choose one of your opponent's grade 1 or greater rear guards and retire it. Simply kill a rear guard when you ride it, or place it on rear guard as well. It's Vanguard or rear guard skill, so if you are placing it you can still kill stuff. Also the stride skill of Counterblast 1, when your unit with Saver in its card name strides, search your deck for a blaster, add it to hand. Yeah, it's a really cool card. For the grade 2s, I run 4 Blaster Blade. Not even for nostalgia reasons, like this is not built to be a nostalgia deck, it's built to function. 4 Blast Blades, there are a load of cards that work with Blast Blades, especially like the main stride that can give it Twin Drive, we'll get to that later. Ever since Blaster Engine got released last year, a load of Blaster cards have been revolving around this guy, so yeah. I run 4 of it just because it's pretty much a staple in almost any blaster build. In fact, if that goes down to 3 or even 2, I'll be really impressed with why. Next, I run 4 Favoured Pupil of Light and Dark Lou. I'm not sure if you can see that. Yeah, you can. That's good. Yeah, I run 4 Favoured Pupil of Light and Dark Lou. At the end of battle, it was boosted by Floropole and Flogel or Blasterfire and Barkle. You can Blast 1, search your deck for up to 1 card with Blaster in its card name, call it to rear guard, and that unit gets 3k. And you also put him into the soul when you do that skill. That is at the end of the battle though. So don't worry. Next grade 2, I run 2 Blaster Blade Spirit. Just check how much space I've got. So Blaster Blade Spirit's skill, when it's placed on the rear guard from the deck, when it's placed on the rear guard from deck, you can pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's grade 2 or greater rear guards in the front row and retire it. At the end of battle that this guy was attacked, you do have to retire him, so even if he was attacked with a 5k trigger, you still have to kill him even though it's a 10k base. And also he does count as a gold paladin. Final grade 2, I run 3 of Blaster Javelin Larus. As long as you've got an Alfred Vanguard, which one of the strides in this deck is Alfred, so you can use it with that. You can search your deck for up to 2 high beasts. Sorry, you put 2 cards from your hand into the soul, you search your deck for up to 2 high beasts, call them separate rear guards, and shuffle your deck. So you can get out stuff like Margles or Flogel. We'll get to them cards a little later and we'll explain why he's put a 3. Because yeah, sorry, run 3 of him, run 2 of him. Coming on to the grade 1 lineup, put that so you don't get confusing. I run 4 Holy Knight Guardian, and the reason one of them looks different is it's one of the reprint and then 3 the normal. Holy Knight Guardian is just your normal perfect guard. You got an exact clone of this in the Legend deck, which is, as long as you've got a face-up copy of that in the drop zone, you can countercharge when you use it. Yeah, nullify. Don't really need to explain why. Next, run 4 Blaster and Barkle. If a Blast Blade is placed in the same column as him and you have a Blaster Vanguard, you can countercharge 2. But also he's one of the cards that can boost Lou to get you your Blaster Blade. Next, 4 Wingle Youth. At the end, as long as the attack hit and about that it personally attacked or it boosted a unit that attacked, look at top 7 cards from your deck, search for any card with Blaster Blade in its card name and add that card to your hand and put him into your soul. Next I run 2 Little Tactician Marin. When it's placed on rearguard from hand, counterblast 1, search your deck for up to 1 card, give that card 2k. No, sorry, 3k. Give it 3,000 power. Next I run 2 Laurel Knight Sisyphus. Stride Assist. And that is it for the main cards of the deck. I've got much space below. Let's move this up a bit. I think, yeah, that's fine. So for the triggers, I run 4 heal trigger, which is 2 Yggdrasil Maiden Elaine and 2 of the Elaine from the Legend deck, so 2 Yggdrasil Maiden Elaine, 2 Yggdrasil Liberator Elaine. Next I run 4 Floral Paladin Flogel. This is what I would say is the best common card for Royal Paladin. At the end of a battle that Blaster Blade attacked, it's got to be Blaster Blade himself, it can't be Blaster Blade Exeed, it's got to be this. At the end of the battle that this attacked, Counter Blast 1, put it into your deck, shuffle it, Blaster Blade restands. And that's not even once per turn, or you can only use that ability once per turn. You can literally like spam your field with that, stand Blaster Blade like 5 times. Any crit triggers you can give to it, any powers you can give to Blaster Blade really help in this deck. And to be honest, the main reason Blasters has even become a thing recently is because of that. So next to just vanilla triggers, kind of. I run 6 more critical triggers, which is 2 of the Flogo from the Legend deck and 4 of the Lou from the Legend deck. Along with that, I also run 2 Margle, which is very simple. Activability, put it into your soul, give it +3, give any unit +3k. For the starter, I run Wingle Brave, which has the Forerunner ability, but this would be for the Forerunner on cards. You point at soul, when the attack hits, one sec. Pretty sure. Okay, so as long as it boosted a blaster and the attack hits, point at soul, search your deck for a card with blaster in its card name, add it to hand. That is literally it. I always thought I just had to boost the Vanguard, but it turns out I can just boost any unit with blaster in its card name. On to the... well, let's pack some of these away first. I'll get to the combos after the profile. Or like a really cool setup, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know. Using the awesome Legend deck mat. On to the G units. First of all, I run 4 Divine Night King Alfred Holy Saver. This card is basically what the deck is built around, kind of. So activability GB2, choose a face down card. Choose a face down copy of a card on your G zone. No, fuck what? Sorry, swap. So I need to check this skill because I'm very new to reading it. Choose a face down card with the same card as this unit from your G zone. Turn it face up. So notice how it doesn't tell you to turn over this card, but it tells you to turn over a card with this unit's name. So Bushiroad may be doing something there that we don't know. Can blast 1 and also discard a card from your hand. Choose one of your units with Blaster Blade and its card name on your field. That unit gains 3k and also Twin Drive. Also that unit will gain Twin Drive for its first attack of the battle. Meaning that if you are going to restand the Blaster Blade anyway, it won't get the Twin Drive the second time. But yeah, you get basically 5 drive checks from it. It's basically your main card I like to go into, but you can be kind of dead in the water if you go past this card. Luckily enough, though, Gancelot is coming out soon, so yeah, that'll help. Next, we have 2 Myriad Soul Saver. Not that I've ever used it a second time, but it is there to use. When it attacks a Vanguard, Soul Blast 3, and as long as you've got a heart card with Alfred or Blaster in its card name, choose up to 5 of your rear guards, and those units gain plus 5k each. Oh yeah, that is Blaster and Alfred restricted as well. Just really nice as a first turn stride. It can apply a lot of pressure to your opponent, and especially if you can be restanding a Blaster Blade on your first stride, you've got that to look forward to. Another Soul Saver stride next, this time Holy Dragon Religious Soul Saver. This is a card that came out originally in the first Fighters collection where strides are introduced, but has recently been reprinted as a promo. But I've got the original here, which I don't know if you can see as well on camera. But Canvas one wants turn over a copy. When it's placed on Vanguard Circle, as long as you have a heart card with Blaster in its card name, choose up to 3 of your units, and those units gain plus 5k. Then, as long as the number of cards in your soul with Blaster is 2 or more, it gains a crit. Really simple. Just a lot of the strides are simple but nice. Same as the next one, 2 legit Sword Dragon. Because that card is legit sword. Sorry, I just had to. We now lose 5 subscribers due to Fringe Duke. Actability, once per turn, Canvas 1. If you have a heart card with Alfred or Blaster in its card name, search your deck for up to 1 grade 2 or less card. Call it to rear guard. Sorry, grade 2 or less card with Swordsman or Light or Blaster in its card name. Call it to rear guard, shuffle your deck, and that unit gains plus 2k till end of turn. Just gets your Blaster Blades or anything out, really. Next, I run 2 Blazing Sword Fides. And this is the card that has really just been to put in to fill up a bit of space in G-Zone. But it's got something different as it doesn't have much of a cost. Like this is, yeah, Soul Blast 3, but the rest of them are Counterblast. And the deck is very Counterblast heavy. So the reason I run Fides is it helps me Superior Caller grade 2, which can be Blast Blade or Lou or Spirit or anything. And I'm not really having to use Counterblast. Instead, it's just discard a card from hand and turn over a card in the G-Zone. It then also has a GB3 Brave ability as well, which is quite cool. Oh yeah, sorry, if I call a card with Brave, I do draw a card, but nothing in this deck has Brave. But next, it has a Brave ability itself, GB2. Brave, when it attacks, choose up to 2 units, give them plus 5k, and also choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. So it's extra retiring power in blasters. For the G Guardians, 2 Great Flash Assault. Canvas 1 when it's placed on Guardian Circle, as long as you got on Vanguard with Alfred or Blaster in its card name. You can pay the cost if you do it against 5k for each of your rear guards till end of that battle. Run 1 Laser Guard. When it's placed on Guardian Circle, if you have 1 or more grade 2 rear guards against plus 5k shield. And then Dismal. When it's placed on Guardian Circle, choose one of your choosing your rear guards, and that unit cannot be targeted until end of turn. And that doesn't mean it gives it resist. That means it literally can't be targeted. Not even for attacks. You cannot attack that unit. It's like it's really, really good. I do like it. Also, this guy does have resist as well. Yeah, I'm trying to find where it said resist on the card. It said distance fun. So, what is your ideal setup then? Or what do I build the deck around liking to do the most? Well, it really revolves around this Alfred stride here. Gotta find cards now. Good thing deck's in order. See, do that. Just got something. Basically, you can use the stride skill to get any blaster from deck to hand. So, sorry, any blaster blade from deck to hand. So, for instance, you can use it to get him out instantly. He can give this Twin Drive, and then you can have Floggle. But if you don't have any Floggles on the field, but you do have an okay hand, this is why I also like running LaRousse. Because it can search your deck for 2 High Beasts, you can call out 2 Floggles. Meaning that you can attack, do your Triple Drive, any effects to Blaster Blade, he attacks, Twin Drive, 2 more effects, and then Floggle restand a bunch of times. And that's pretty much a really cool thing so far. But yeah, that was the deck profile for blasters, and also do check the channel because within the coming weeks we are getting a new video up. Uploads have been scarce recently, and I've overdone this whole thing of, oh yeah, we're back, we're uploading, but it's just like it's been having a chance to record videos and things like that. But yeah, we have got quite a big video coming within the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that. But until next time guys, bye for now.